¿Les vas a decir hola a la cámara? ¿Quieres mango? Dile hi a la cámara. Dile hi. Oh, ¿está la película de Soul? Oh, cheers con mi café. Cheers. Cheers. ¿La cuchara la quieres? My husband decided to take Lucas out for a date, so he went out in his scooter. I think that they went to a coffee shop down the street and they were having lunch. They're having a smoothie and egg sandwiches. It's a little bit past lunchtime, but we ordered pizza for Super Bowl today, and I think it's going to be ready at 3, so we are having a very early dinner. So instead of having a full lunch or a full meal, we are just having snacks. The little lady and I are having fruit. I think I mentioned probably in a video before that she doesn't care for fruit, and not because she doesn't like the fruit. I think it's just the texture, and she's only 18 months. So what I did today is I made almost like a compote, but not really, because this is not as runny. This has a lot of texture, but it's just organic cinnamon powder, organic pears, and organic coconut oil. So I just I chopped the pear, I sauteed it in coconut oil, added a little bit of water, covered it for a few minutes, and just pretty much to soften it up. And then I went over it and mashed it up just a tad. Again, I didn't make it into a puree because the idea, she's 18 months old, so she shouldn't be having any purees. She should be chewing things. So that is why I decided to do that, and it worked out because she's actually having a pear today and half of a toast with peanut butter for some protein. With the coconut oil, it gives her important things for her brain. She is spitting out the bigger pieces, so any piece that is bigger than about this size, any smaller chunks she will eat. So I guess she is a very picky eater. These are very small chunks, so we'll see if she actually eats them. And yeah, that seems to be the problem. This was like about the same amount that she just spit out, but they were mashed a little more, and so that she actually ate and she was perfectly fine with. But this piece here, that is just like one piece, really too big for her. Toddlers. This 4 cheese, half sausage pizza for the kiddos. And for the adults, okay, cepíllate. Okay, termínate de cepillar. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a mask, it's because I haven't been feeling extremely great. I started out with a cough yesterday, and for some reason the top of my eyes hurt a little here. I've had a little bit of a runny nose. To be extra cautious, I am wearing a double mask, and I will be testing myself, unfortunately, for the virus. It's probably about 6:30 now. Sophia woke up at 6 this morning. So doing Sophie's hair. Yeah. Dígales dónde está tu nariz.
Nani.
Nariz, muy bien. Sofía, enséñales tu lengua. ¿Dónde está tu lengua? Aquí, a la cámara. ¿Dónde está tu lengua?
Venga, mami. Limón.
Vamos a echar limón.
Mimi. I wanna. Bye bye. Mommy, what are you doing?
Estoy grabando a tu hermana. ¡Wow! Te puedes caer para enfrente.
Hey.
Sí, no te caigas. Lucas, ¿qué haces? ¿Qué haces con el té de mamá?
Look at este café.
¿Vas en tu lama, Lucas?
Mana que lama. Mana. La B. La D. La D. La E. La F. La G. La H. La I. Esto es como marcar.
Pero en español se llama punto.
Este es marcar.
Ujú.
Marcar.
Y en español se llama punto.
Punto. Esta es la Y.
La J.
La J. Ok, este es como marcar. La K. La L. La M. La U. La L. La H. La T. La U. La P. La W.
V. O la W. Ajá.
Este V, la W. Ok. La tata.
¿Tú la quieres cortar?
Yeah.
I do need to actually get some nylon knives for Lucas at this point, but for now this will do. There you go. You did it.
Yay.
Thank you, Lucas. I'm currently using the Cara oranges. Very, very delicious. They're pink on the inside. We have some leftover, just regular oranges that we had purchased a couple weeks ago. Orange juice has a lot of health benefits, especially right now that we are not feeling our best. It is definitely not comparable to the orange juice you can buy at the store. A lot of times people think that you can just buy it at the store and that it's just good to go. If it is fresh squeezed orange juice, then it is. But if it's something that is has been pasteurized and things like that, it's so processed that it really is just sugar water, unfortunately. So I don't recommend that. Oh, ¿quieres el plato de la naranja? Oh, excuse me? What number is that?
1.
That's number 1? That's more like number 2, Lucas. We are trying our best because the kids have not so many symptoms, and the likelihood of the kids having COVID or the virus is very likely, but we are still trying to do our best to protect them. The minute I started to show symptoms, we started wearing a mask in the house. The kids are going to have yogurt with fruit and some seeds here. So for yogurt, we normally do organic Greek yogurt, plain. That's very important, but we normally do the whole milk. We don't have any whole milk yogurt, so we are going to use the one that my husband and I eat, which is a non-fat yogurt from Costco. So this is pretty good, but definitely for babies whose brains are developing, that they're growing, you do want to be able to give them a lot of fat and, of course, good fat, and that would be in the form of yogurt, in this case Greek yogurt. So for Sofia, because she is very picky, so you can hear her in the background, she's very hungry. If I give it to her in little chunks, she won't eat it, but if I mash it up for her, she will. I have to try everything to just get some fruit into this little girl. And then her veggies, I usually get them in the form of soups, and that she will eat or in smoothies. I'm trying my best to make sure that their immune system is strong. So one of the things that I'm doing is giving them foods that boost up their immune system. I want to give them a lot of berries. I want to give them seeds such as hemp seeds. Hemp seeds have a lot of zinc and vitamins. So I'm putting hemp seeds in here, and we'll also be adding flax seeds, ground flax seeds. I always add that to the yogurt, and for a little bit of extra protein, I add some ground almonds, because if they are not ground, then they won't eat them because of the texture. Hemp seeds, these you can get at Costco. That is where you will really get the best deal. Finely ground almond, flax seeds. And I add the cinnamon just for digestion. Raw local honey, and for honey you want to make sure that you get local honey always, and the reason for that is because a lot of the honey that comes from other countries such as like China, a lot of the times it's cut with rice syrup, so it's not honey, it's like 20% or something like that honey, and the rest is just rice syrup, which is not good for you. So where you think that you're eating a superfood, you're really not. So this one in particular is very inexpensive. It's from Costco. And I do a very light drizzle. Normally I don't even need to add any honey, but because I really want their immune system to be boosted as much as possible, I'm doing that. For my breakfast, because a friend of mine is bringing us lunch, I'm going to only be making, I don't have any taste, first of all, so I'm going to be making my usual sweet potato hash browns and egg with fruit, but right now I'm only going to be having sweet potato hash browns just to be able to have something in my stomach so that I can take a little bit of Tylenol. And we don't buy this pre-shredded, we buy the bag of sweet potatoes, but my husband is the one that usually shreds it, and he typically is the one that makes breakfast for us, but he's not feeling too well this morning. I usually shred cheese on top of it, regular Monterey Jack cheese, Kirkland brand. I recommend that you get it organic. Ideally, I'm supposed to be shredding this, but I am not feeling too willing to cook this morning, so I'm not going to shred it. I'm just kind of going to tear it in pieces. I will cover it just for a few seconds to help the cheese melt. I just want to sit down already. I was up not early, I was actually up pretty late compared to other days. We were up something like 7:30, 8. But then I had to make the orange juice with the kids. Just wanted to involve them in making that so that they would drink it. And I'm pretty much very tired. Again, normally I wouldn't be, but because my body is fighting something, it is working overtime. So I'm just wanting to really sit down and eat this. My mother-in-law did bring us a chicken veggie soup, so we will be having that for dinner today, and that's pretty much what we'll be doing today. We'll be really just hanging out, watching movies. That's what we did most of the day yesterday. I don't love that the kids watch a lot of TV, and these times where we're having to quarantine, that's what we will be doing. We will be watching more movies today and just laying low, really all we can do.